welcome to another video. Today we're gonna do Mars. I hope that you were waiting for that, and sorry, yes, for my miss, but it is hot here. It is hot in Texas. It is hot. I couldn't even stay here with the lights and everything. I was like, no, I couldn't do it. Anyway, so we are gonna do Mars. We did already quite a few of the planets. Again, my favorite, tell me which one is your favorite. I mean, I don't know, but my favorite is still like the moon is still one of my favorite. It's so beautiful. Yeah, the sun, that is I like as well, but not like the moon. Mercury was so fun to make it with their kind of dark rock and the flame of Venus. I love it so much. And Planet Art was such a nice page and quick to do it. I think the one that we are gonna do today is gonna be quick too. We are gonna do Mars, and I already have the idea on which picture to take. I think we are gonna use her. I saw in the past, last time when we were searching for Planet Art, I think I saw her and I say yes, I think she's perfect for Mars. She's red, everything is red, but not only because of that, I think she looks great and I want to make her a planet, yes. So let's see how it's gonna be. So without further ado, let's go to the mat and we start. Alright, here we are. So we are gonna start directly with the cut of the image first, and as you can see I just cut also her hair, and there is a purse there that we are gonna camouflage a little bit with after when we go to the detail part as always. Now put this one aside and we are gonna work on the background. So for the background, as I did basically on the last few projects, we are gonna do simple again as before. I'm just putting some blue acrylic paint with a lot of water as a base here and there on the page, and then on top of that I'm adding the lamp black, again acrylic paint. First layer with a kind of considerable amount of water, but then I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 layers until I'm happy with the result, because I want to have this one very dark, because again is the universe, and I like the contrast that will create with the color underneath it, because you can still see a little bit, and that's what I like. There is some kind of movement and variation there that I like it this way. And the important thing is that I'm just putting the stroke all in the same direction. So in this way we are gonna go from the top right till the bottom left corner, and I'm mixing on the last layer again the black with just a tiny little bit of blue, so again to kind of recreate the color on the top layer as well. And then after everything is dry, I'm just adding the stars. And for the stars, as always, I'm gonna do some splashes. For the splashes, I'm just gonna use a medium brush. Yeah, not too tiny, just because I wanted to have a bit bigger stars, but neither too small. And with the white and a lot of water, I'm just splashing a lot of stars, because again it's the universe. And anyway, this one is gonna fade a little bit, so the more you add, the better it is. And then I'm adding some shooting star in the base there. Now time to add some little bit of detail. That's the part that we are gonna start building here Mars. So I'm having 2 red color. One is brilliant red and the other one is old mauve. And since the image was the girl was sitting on something, I decided, okay, let's sit her on the top of the planet. So we are gonna create, this is the base of the planet, the topper part of the planet. And again, I'm using mainly the old mauve. I'm mixing with a little bit of brilliant red, but it's basically more the darker one, just to have a base, first base. And then when I'm happy with the roundness and the shape, then I'm just moving on the upper part. I wanted to create the air like on the base, and it's easier, I think, if I was putting some color already on the page. And again, with the same color, all mauve, I'm just creating a little line there, and in movement shape, let's say, as you can see, I mean, it's not straight, and this is gonna be basically the back of her hair. I could have do even more layer. I wasn't sure that was enough or was too much, so yeah, I could have colored all the shape there that you see draw it, but okay. I'm just going then after I glue air on top of the page. It would have been easier if I would have done now, but okay, doesn't matter. And now to add some interest with the brighter color, so with the brilliant red, I'm just doing some dotting color here and there on the base of the planet. And we are gonna have this kind of technique more or less on the whole page. That's what will bring everything together. At least that's what I had in mind. And now it's time to glue her back there on the page. And I'm using my always trustful Liquitex matte medium, and I'm putting a lot on the bottom of the picture, but also on top of her, so in case I need to cancel something or to erase something, it's gonna be easier to go just with the baby wipe and just remove what I didn't like. I will not change anything on this page, so I'm not is not needed, but I like to have just in case, and you never know if I made a mess there. And since we are here, I decided to do the quote as well on the other side of the page, and I'm using my Posca pen. I'm using the red and the yellow, and the quote of the page of today is: "You will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. Explore, dream and discover." That I like this quote. I'm always looking for the quote on Pinterest, and this one was calling me for today. And I'm just writing basically on my own calligraphy style. This is just my handwriting, basically, nothing special. And I like to have this one in the two color with the Posca pen. I think it adds a little bit, I don't know, simplicity, let's say, on the page. And so I didn't add any highlight or any lines, just as it is. I'm just changing the color for the two words, so explore and discover is gonna be in yellow, instead dream and the rest of the quote in red. And by the way, if you like so far, just give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Also, since I'm gonna do some sporadic video for the moment because it's summertime, so I'm not have a lot of time and it's so hot here that I don't want to stay here with all the lights. So if you want to stay tuned, consider subscribe so you can stay on top of when I'm gonna post the next video, and I will communicate always on the community post when the new video will come, or an alternative if I couldn't make it, let's say, so I'll send you an alternative. Now, as you saw here, basically I'm correcting the word dream instead of dreams, just adding a little bit of acrylic paint, that's it. So in this way everything is gonna be better. Alright. Okay, first check-in. So we did basically the base, the background, that was really quick and easy. I just wanted to, I put some blue there because I think it worked well, you know, with the red, and since Mars is red, this page is gonna be mainly red. I did also the quote, just because I was waiting that everything was dry, so I did also the quote. And for hair part, I just glued the magazine image on this side. I did Mars on the bottom, and then I just did a little bit of air that were supposed to be, but I will adjust anyway now that we are gonna do some detail. So now it's time for little details. I'm gonna do some technique. I mean, I saw recently on Instagram an artist that I really like. Every image that I see on my feed, I really love it. I will put here maybe the inspiration picture that I love it so much, and with the name of the Instagrammer, and we are gonna recreate a little bit, not a lot, a little bit of the technique on the hair and a little bit on Mars, and that's basically it's gonna be it. So let's start again and see you in the end. So now we are gonna start adding basically dots, because as you saw in the inspiration picture, she had some dots on hair. Yes, she had also some nice curvy line on the hair, but we are gonna skip that part. I want to have a lot of dots this time, and I like to have again to use the same color. So we are gonna use the same red that I was using on the base of Mars. So it's gonna be again all mauve and brilliant red. mixing a little bit of dots with the darker color, a little bit of dots with the lighter color. And important here, as you can see, I'm kind of going on top of the purse that she had on the base. I know that doesn't make much sense having there the planet, but okay, consider like a little crater that is up there and hide her side. I don't know, because we need to cover that purse. I couldn't keep the purse there. So, and the same I'm gonna do for the hair. So for the hair, first I'm gonna add again another line, since okay, I was supposed to do more before gluing hair on the base, but okay, doesn't matter. We need to add some more old mauve, so some line to have the back of hair. And then I'm gonna go also on top of her head, so in this way we are gonna cover that part that was still her original hair, let's say. And I'm gonna recreate also a movement of the hair going on the side and then on the other side of the neck. That's the idea. Some area was good, some other area could have been better, like in this case, for example, maybe I could have avoided to go on top of her shirt, but it was too difficult. I mean, I was supposed to do this one before, so if you do want to replicate this look, just do it before gluing hair down. You know me, I'm just I don't want to be so precise, so that's basically the result. I'm doing the same, some kind of highlights with the lighter red as well, with those lines, and then we are gonna add basically the dot. And again, with the same brush that I was using on Mars before, we are gonna again add dot on her hair as well. I think I could add even more dots, to be honest, because after a bit, I mean, the color is fading, so the more you add, the better it is, I think, the better the look it is. Then, after doing the red, it's time to add some kind of highlights with the yellow. I was a bit afraid to start with the yellow, but I really wanted to have that pop of color here and there on this page, and so then I started with the kind of mixing a little bit of yellow with a tiny bit of red, so it's not gonna be like a boom on your face, so it's still kind of orangey mixing, and then I adding directly the yellow. And I like this look. She looks more like a floral, I don't know, goddess maybe, than Mars in this case, but I like her, I like how it turned out. And I'm just adding a little bit of highlights with some lines, and the same yellow that I'm putting on her hair, I'm gonna put also on the bottom of Mars, just to create continuity with the same color on the same area, basically on the side of this page, on this side of this page. And then when I'm happy with the result, it's time to write it down Mars, because the word really Mars, because I decided so far to write it down the name of the planets. I did more or less on everything, just the first two, I think the moon and the sun, I didn't do it. So I'm just using the Posca pen, and with my calligraphy again, I'm just writing Mars. That's it. Alright, here we are. Mars is done, and I like it. I like her so much. I like it really a lot. Well, I'm not spoil anything so for the moment. I want just to say that I like the contrast color. I like that I used mainly only red. Maybe I could have been more adventure and use a bit more different color, but I don't know. Maybe we can experiment on the next planet. We'll see. Anyway, I leave you with the close-up picture, and I'll see you soon for the next planet. We're gonna be Jupiter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye. Whoopsie. Bye bye.